Alright, Dave Night, day 32. Today is Sunday, August, 25th. Last Sunday of the month of August of 2013. Let me look into the camera like I'm supposed to on my phone. Today is the day the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Today I was talking to my youngest son, who is 8 years old, and we were talking about the importance of communion and the importance of what it means to us and why we celebrate the communion, meaning make a long story short, since it is Sunday, I want to talk a little bit about that today. It's important to me. God is obviously one of the most important, if not the most. Well, I should say, I try to make him the being of God, or that being is the number one person or thing, or however you want to put that. You know, it's kind of hard to grasp God. God even says that himself, that it's hard to understand what God is. God is, and he's described in the Old Testament, he's described as I am. And so he's always there. He always was, he always is, and he always will be. You know, he's always there. He is the I am, the great I am. So anyway, communion. Back in a little history lesson for you, back in the times of Egypt and times of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, when Moses was around, there was the plagues that came across the Egyptians. The last of the plagues ends up being the death of the firstborn son. During the time of this period of time, roughly, I guess, a thousand years before Jesus is actually born, the king of the Pharaoh, or king of Egypt, says in the Bible that his heart was hardened. That even after all the plagues that they endured, that this was going to be the greatest plague. The plague that was going to come be the death of all the firstborn children, and also of the beasts and animals, and so the firstborn son, to be completely accurate. And so anyway, make a long story short, the Passover feast is initiated during that period of time where they were supposed to sacrifice the lamb and then put the blood of the lamb on the door, and the angel of death would pass over the door of the Israelites, the angel of death, as he was coming through, they would not kill the firstborn son of the Israelites, or the people who would put the blood over the door. But anyone who did not do the specific rules that God set up, God himself, or the angel of death, took the firstborn son. Now, as we move forward in time, Jesus himself is sacrificed on Passover weekend, or he's nailed on the cross at that period of time. And the significance of that is he takes away the sins of the world at this period of time. And what we tried to explain to him about communion, and communion for us represents the bread, which is his body, and the fruit juice or grape juice that we drank in today is his blood. And it doesn't mean his real body and his real blood. It means the communion for us is a remembrance of Christ and his death. So every time that we take the communion, we are to remember that he is the one who was the person that came on this earth and took away the sins of us so that we may live in heaven with him. All right, 4 minutes is up. I hope this, just wanted to talk a little bit more about the communion today and how important it is, at least in my faith as well. Take care. God bless you. Have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow on our next video. Bye now.